What's good, boys? What's good, Dimitri? Yo, Dimitri, how's the quality, bro? Is the quality of the stream good right now? It's good. Like, like you mean good enough, or like you can actually see? I just laggy. Stream's not laggy. My trading view is laggy. Turn this shit off. Still appreciate. Yo, how's the stream? Okay, that's better. Yo, how's the stream quality for those of you on TikTok or YouTube? I'm messing around with some settings. Other sock. Good on TikToks. Like you guys can like, cause yo, on my screen, it looks fucking awful. Like my quality looks awful on my end. Like it looks like you can't even see the number. You can't see shit. But I think on your end, it's not as bad. Also, I lost my fucking sock. Happy New Year's Eve to everybody. Appreciate you guys coming through. Yeah, can you send me a screenshot, Dimitri's? Send me a screenshot of what it looks like on YouTube. And if anyone's on TikTok wants to send me a screenshot on Discord, what the stream looks like, I guess I can just open it up. But I swear on my end it looks different, bro. So this is the layout we're gonna be rocking now, guys. So we're gonna have the trading screen here. Okay, if you're on TikTok, you can't see my full screen, but for those on YouTube, you can see everything. We're just gonna have NQ here, ES here, and dollar index here. Uh, just so I don't have to swap through tabs. And this will just be my main trading monitor in general. Right, let me check. Gold signal? Oh, exactly what I need. But you're watching on your computer. If I put this, yeah. So I guess it depends. If your monitor is only 1080p, you probably won't see it as good. See, I'm watching on TikTok and I can't even see the price value, the price numbers. Can you guys on TikTok see the numbers? Like right here? Fucking liars. Like on my screen, it says I see the layout. Can't see shit. The numbers ain't even there. I guess it like zooms in, huh? TikTok like zooms it in. Like when I'm on my phone, I don't see these numbers. Anyways, if you guys want to see everything, I would recommend just go to the YouTube stream because then you can see all my charts and I'll have markings on all of them. You gotta lock in here. Oh. I'm gonna make a couple of key annotations here. Tuesday low. We took that out. You can see that, right? And then on top of that, we have the daily bullish fair value gap. Now, really, you'd want to mark it out like this, but for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna mark it out like this. A 3-day fair value gap. Really, I don't even have to mark it, but there's a chance we retest it today, so I'm gonna mark it. Let's mark this portion here. That's what matters most. Keep that on our chart, and we have the Tuesday low. And if we're looking at the S&P 500, we have not taken Tuesday's low on the S&P 500. We did take out Monday's low. So on my bullish higher time frame, yes, I'm bullish higher time frame, but it doesn't mean today's the day where we're gonna see that expansion higher. Right? This is where I would anticipate low-hanging fruit objectives. This is possible for today. City. That's possible for today. And if you look at the dollar index, it also looks like it can potentially be bearish. So kind of fits the narrative. City on dollar index, and then we'll open dollar index on a 5-minute chart, and we'll just leave it. Why am I seeing NWAGs and stuff right here? Oh, let's keep dollar index open here, maybe on a 10-minute chart, 15-minute chart. Boom. And on the S&P 500, full screen that. Your daily bullish fair value gap on the S&P. So I'm not really expecting London lows to be taken today. It could retrace down, but not necessarily anticipating London lows to be taken. So marking out the opening prices. So we don't even need to mark out Tuesday's low. That's for like journaling and stuff. This is all we really need today. Well, you can clearly see we traded down into the daily volume imbalance, and then we started, leaving that price range, and we could potentially target up here, which is that daily SIBI. I'll be honest, there's probably gonna be like no opportunities today, but I want to pass with eval if I'm being honest. No, we got it yesterday, so I'll have it open. So who knows? We'll find a trade. So I'm leaning bullish today, but again, it could like literally do nothing and just go up and down, up and down. Um, you could look for shorts right off 9:30 open. Otherwise, maybe continuation longs. That's it for today. Today open is midnight opening price. Guys, I have 2K. Your webcam's crisp, but the candles are just a bit blurry. So you can't really see like for everyone who's watching right now, if you want to leave me a little note, how's the quality of the live stream? Are you able to see clearly the candles and the annotations or not really? These may all need to become bigger. If you can't see the annotations, it's going to be hard to learn. Great quality, all good. Good quality seems fine. Okay. People on YouTube say it's good. That's good. There's nothing important for news today. Text is fine and candle wicks are visible clearly. Okay. So I guess it literally depends if you're on a monitor with better resolution. Let me see what it looks like on phone. I mean, if you're watching on phone on YouTube, that's kind of weird. You should probably open up a laptop or something. Oh, you're on your phone, really? And it's good? Makes me feel great. If you saw what I see, you would understand my concern. It looks awful on my end. It looks very illegible. Can't open up my own YouTube live stream. Okay, never mind. Put on phone. All right. If these are clear, the words. Yeah, it might be. TikTok's not going to be as clear quality because TikTok only allows you to stream in 1080p. Okay, it seems like no one has complained, so that's good. No, I'm not trading my fund today. I have this eval that's halfway passed. I'm hoping we can just pass it today. I'm streaming in. Ooh, I forget. I think it was. Well, TikTok, the maximum is 1080p. But on YouTube, I'm streaming in 4K. Wait, no, I'm streaming in 1440p. Yeah, I mean we're bullish, but again, time of week, time of day, all that stuff matters. We're bullish, but are we really gonna see a prolonged price run on January 31st? Maybe not. So, trading view is frozen for you or for me? Because for me, it's fine. I lost your backtesting. Episode 3 is coming out today. I already have episode 3, 4, and 5 all recorded. Not the best performance, but they're good videos. You're in a short. I think market open will wick you out. Well, market open can do anything. Oh, if you're in a short, you better know what you're doing. Because, no offense, if you have to ask me that question, you probably haven't taken this trade many times. So, can you explain what happened in Asia session after the open? After Asia open? I'm pretty sure it just expanded today. So, this is Asia. Asia just consolidated today. Asia opened. Well, I guess yeah, it ran lower all the way to that daily low. So Asia opened. We went down into the daily fair value gap. That's here. So we opened here, right here. That's end dog. That blue line. And then we just went down all the way to that daily volume imbalance. That's my key level. Then we consolidated for the rest of Asia session. London manipulated Asia lows and expanded higher, forming the breaker block on whatever time frame you want to use it on. Right. And I'm not expecting this low to be taken. This one right here, I don't think that's going to be taken. It could be though, but I'm going into the day not anticipating that. All right, there's 9:30 open. Today, ooh, see small opening range gap means We're not going to get much love today. Small opening range gap. Usually price action's a little bit bad. See if we can pass the eval. Do you have any video about your system, how you trade? Yep, I have a full, everything you would ever need is on YouTube. All my models, my rules, my whole system from start to finish. Why is everyone trading silver nowadays? What's the what's the silver futures symbol? I don't even know that. SIL, huh? SL. Silver is bullish. It makes sense because the dollar has been bearish. Pretty much same as gold. If you have a little break lower, dollar could pull higher today to this. It would fit the same narrative for me on dollars. It all makes sense that dollar. But this is like if it was any other day, I'm looking for longs today, and I'm confident we take out previous day's high. Today's January 31st. Tomorrow is bank holiday, New Year's. Not really confident in anything, if I'm being honest. See how this high, like I like that. We're gonna wait for a first presentation for value gap, see some clarity. If we do take a trade on this eval, it's gonna be during a macro or 10 a.m. open. Just because it's eval doesn't mean I have to trade it, right? You still want to follow your system, and no point in taking a shitty trade, blowing the eval for no reason. The boot camp is gonna be primarily for beginners and intermediate levels. Like literally, if you haven't gotten your first payout, it's meant to be for you. That's the idea. I don't want to promise anyone that they're going to become rich, they're going to get 50 payouts. That's not the goal. I'm going to help you get your first payout. I think if people show up, do the work, I can do that for them, or at least get them closer faster. You know? That's the goal. Okay, we're moving down past 8:30 open. I want to look for a long. Do you have all your passwords saved? Um, I don't know. I don't like it. I think there's a setting. If you go to trading, you go to app settings, privacy or something. It'll like save them. It's not the goal. Look at the 3 minute time frame in Asia. We accumulating distribute multiple times. Can you explain? Asia session is here. Okay. Asia session is here. So the market opens, dives lower, puts in a low, filling inside that blue box. Look at the bottom there. Fills it up, and then we consolidate inside that blue box. Then midnight open, we accumulate, manipulate down, and then we go a little bit further. You said 3 minute time frame. I won't even switch time frames. So if you took longs here, I'm assuming this is where your issue is. If you took longs here, you got faked out. Price came back down. That's fine. Take longs here. To be honest, to even look for a setup like this on January 30th or December 31st, it's not ideal. Like I wouldn't recommend you look for that London reversal signature on a day like this. Let me lock in here because I might take this long. Seven points. I don't know the risk. I'm not able to calculate it fast enough. Now, see how ES is going lower though? See how that's like a red flag? This is probably gonna go lower. I could have shorted there, but could have been a good short. Little market flip because ES was bearish. What do you mean I could have shorted there? I was gonna long. If we got the inversion, there's a good chance I would have went long. Once we didn't get the inversion, and I saw ES flip bearish, I'm saying I could have taken that short. Sometimes it's that quick, man. Sometimes the decisions are that quick. For me, at least. You follow the system and logic the entire time. It's all good. Inside the hourly, we're back inside that daily fair value gap. Again, it could definitely just be bearish. If it is bearish, we know where it's going. Sell side here, so I'll leave that annotated. But we'll see if we want to, find support inside that hourly fair value gap, hourly breaker, and we're gonna touch the order block probably shortly. We'll just see. This is your first presentation. I'm just gonna highlight it yellow. Project X, I love Project X. Great platform. How do you have? Yeah. Does a bank holidays of other banks in U.S. affect the price? What do you mean affect the price? Like bank holiday markets can be closed if that's what you mean. Like yeah, this is a 1 minute chart. I know on TikTok you can't see much, but just found you. Enjoy your calm, collected attitude. Yeah, I'm pretty calm compared to most people. I would say who stream. The dollar index is still bullish. I want to see dollar index flip bearish. That's the idea here. So watching all three indices. We'll take a quick look at YM. Yeah, also moving lower. We hit that true day open and we swept out the equal lows here. So we're in, not bullish, but we're at a point where we could start to paint a picture for higher prices. Um, Quite a bit I'd have to see for me to trust a long, even on eval. Like even on eval, I don't want to. You can be aggressive on eval and risk heavy, but you don't want to just gamble trades. Like you don't want to just give your money up for no reason. You don't want to follow logic. You don't want to just go in and just 5, 10 minis long or short. Like that's not what you want to do. How you feeling? I feel a lot better, man. I think the next couple days we'll for sure get back to 100%. Maybe I'm at like 80%. Instant funding. I don't like the instant funding. I feel like it's just a scam. Well, it's not a scam, but like just pass it on yourself. You know, if you're gonna get payouts, which if listen, if you're profitable, forget the word profitable. Honestly, I don't even like that word. If you can make money from prop firms, right? You want to maximize your return on investment. So why would you buy the prop firm select account like the instant funding? Unless your strategy like you can't pass as much as it would cost, but for most people like those prop firm accounts are expensive, bro. You know? So like I feel like you can probably pass just if you just gave it a couple tries. It doesn't have to be every account. A lot of people think I don't know, I guess this is a hot take. You know what, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think like I feel like there's a norm going on where you need to get a payout like every single like couple weeks or month. Like I don't feel like that's how it is, you know? Obviously depends on like it depends on your strategy, I suppose, cuz some people just account cycle, which in which case if you're doing that, you got to get a payout every month. You're going through so many accounts, right? But like me personally, me I don't do that. I don't like to just, you know, spam accounts, more focused on the money in and really 2026 I'm gonna be trying to grow my live account like as much as possible. That's my main goal. Hmm. Between several accounts at once and take one payout a month. Yeah, I mean that's the goal, right? Why is that sell side? Because it's the equal lows. Yeah, we just consolidate and then boom, expand. This is that point in which we consolidate. This is a market maker sell model, right? So it's your original consolidation. And we can go below that, but we hit true day open. We took out lows. Like I said, it's possible that this is where we can maybe find a bottom in the bull market. If it's a bull market, we don't even know that yet, but I'm assuming the potential opportunity. Although you'd want to see stuff like speed, displacement, and we're not getting that right now. So when you see that, it means it could probably go a little bit lower. Also, why is it sell side? It's the hourly fair value gap. Lines with true day opening price. Like it's all right there, you know? Happy New Year, guys. Man, it would have been nice if we just shorted here a day. I don't want to see S&T hold, by the way. So, dollar index looks like I don't know. It's starting to form a bearish candle. I think from a 15-minute or what are we doing here? It's not clear, but dollar index has is forming a 5-minute bearish candle. So maybe if we get displacement lower on dollar below that low, we can frame the long on Nasdaq. We don't need much. I mean, just target like this fair value gap. To be honest, it's like are you bullish or bearish? I'm neutral, but I'm looking for a long. I'm waiting and hoping that the market become bullish. What do you think about CFD prop for first payout? It doesn't matter. Money is money. Uh, would I have taken it? Yeah, honestly, I think I just missed it. It's also not really my model, so technically, like, no, I would have had to short here at 936.15. Um, I saw it that it was likely to go lower once this candle wicked. ES already was making lower lows, so I did anticipate this move down, but it's not really my model. It's not a protraction. It's not really a reversal because it closed right here. So unless I front run the protraction, which is what my idea was, but anyways, if we get a break above here, we'll try a long risk 500. Um, I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get it, but we'll see. Why you choose to use Lu? What does that even mean? What's Lucy? Do you believe in RR? Like in your trading, yes. But honestly, listen, there's so many people who are like, oh, I aim for 2R, I aim for 1R. I don't like that shit, bro. I feel like you just you aim for the most you can, but you just take what the market gives you, you know? I don't know. That's how I see it, but I guess everyone is different. So we may come down all the way here at that level annotated to seem like it's the objective for the day. Like I don't know. I don't believe in like fixed RR. I don't believe in people who like no offense if this is you, but if you do something like this and you're like, oh that's 2R, okay, let's take the trade. Like fuck the P&L tool, bro. Just follow your model, your system, make sure it's at least, good like risk optimal and you take what the market gives you, Because you put that 2R in your mind and then you throw out the logic when the trade comes and you don't make decisions based on what the candlesticks are telling you, If your target's 2R, but you're getting feedback that this trade is maybe only going to go up to zero point 0.5 or 1 or 1.5, well, fuck your 2R target then. You gotta adapt to that. And I feel like people get too focused in. Or maybe you take a trade and you have a 2R target, but it's like showing you really good feedback that it can go 3R or 4R, or you can pyramid it and go even make more money. Like, so it's not that the idea for guideline 2R is good, but I think people just get too focused on it and they miss out on like the more important stuff, like what is likely to happen next. And here we're just diving. So took out sell side, we dive through London low and low of day. Looks like it's going to be the objective. So if we want to participate in a short, it's going to be probably a B setup for a protraction, which is fine. I don't mind a B setup for a protraction. Um, I don't mind even something like this, 0.8R, something like this actually. Yeah, I mean that's not the worst trade. Uh, it very well could stop us, but for an eval trade, dollar index is going to make a higher high here, so I may short inside this fair value gap. 20 point stop, 40, 40 times 5. 40 times 10 is 400. I may try it for eval. Kind of missed the entry there. He wants to give it to me again. Kind of waiting for a little bit of activity. I'm not just front running the gap. But always wait for a 15-second protraction model. Because technically, uh, this is a deferred protraction model entry. Because I'm entering on a fair value gap after protraction formed here. So technically, my stop needs to be here. But I'm anticipating we form another protraction model. So I'll just take that. That would be right here. So we trade here. I think we're gonna get it. All right, we'll try it. I mean, we'll try it. Get the London low. This is an E. Let me just double check. This is eval. Yes, this is my evaluation account. See if this recording makes me lag if I click. I'm getting short off this fair value gap. Um, Looking for just a continuation to London lows. Stop loss at the top of the fair value gap. Taking this on a lucid eval. Not the best reaction there, but we'll see if we can respect the order block here. I put the stop at 621. Throw this down. See if we can get a fill at like 540 or something. To be honest, I don't even know how much I'm risking. So I think it's 600. I think we risk a little bit more than necessary. No, it's fine. Retesting 2-day open. So if we get below here, I'm gonna move my stop and add 2 contracts. In fact, I'll just front run it there and move my stop now. 706.5. We trade here. I'll even put the order in. It has to be this candle. Can't see the 2-day marker now. Annoying. Dollar index made a higher high, which is good. I'm gonna add 2 contracts there. It's only risking around 500, I think. Should be at least. I want to see a break below this low, ideally. If we do that aggressively, we can move our stop somewhere. Coming pretty close against us now, so we may get stopped out here. Stopped out there. So we're gonna see if this wants to pull back a little bit further. I think I was lagging when I was recording there. Is there a 15-minute gap, a 10-minute gap? Okay, so we're gonna wait for a pullback here into this large fair value gap, and we're gonna try it again. I like the 5-minute. 5-minute looks really clear. To be honest, I might go back to my original bias now. This is a pretty strong break. It's kind of 50-50. And I already took 1 loss. So if I take a long lose, protraction short forms, take it again. I guess we could just keep risking 500. Couple scenarios there. Also, the whoops. Yeah, I mean it's kind of 50-50. I don't know if we're going to. Dollar index looks bullish though, so I'm leaning towards shorts actually. I think we just wait for a protraction short. Yeah, I think we just wait for the protraction short. I was originally bullish, but because dollar index looks like it's going to make a higher high over London highs, I think NQ and ES can take London lows. I just have to wait for a good model. If we can just pull a little bit higher, get something like this. I'll try that short inside the macro. We'll risk 500 again. um, that gap is already filled. That's okay. I don't even know what LARPer is, man. I don't care about all that stuff. I don't care about all that stuff, man. Here to do me. All right, so we're looking at this level. See us pull into that, offer protraction short, ideally, while dollar index has the potential to run London high. I'd want to see London low. Alternatively, dollar index runs London high, and then that's an SMT, meaning Nasdaq should have ran London low, but it didn't because it's strong, in that case really strong. And then if that's the case, we shouldn't see a protraction short. So the model should protect us here. Model should protect us here on our short continuation idea. So we touched the 5-minute, touched the 10-minute. The 15 is forming. I wouldn't even trust OB here unless it was like one candle. I wouldn't even like that. I mean, it's inside the macro. Maybe I would trust it. I don't know. We'll see. There's SMT here, so I think it wants to go a little bit. Like I think it wants to wait. I'm gonna have to short with a 15-minute fair value gap right above me. I feel like if I do take that short, like the 15 is forming in 3 minutes. If I short, it could easily just do this, and then the real move 10 a.m. hour. I could take both trades. Then I have to risk 500 twice. I'm gonna take it again. We're gonna try. It may, like I said, it may wait for the 15-minute fair value gap, but I like the setup. I'm gonna take it. If I lose, I'll take it again. You know, I'm gonna be really aggressive. So obviously being aggressive. Evaluation. So I'm okay to be aggressive. So simple setup: 5-minute fair value gap, 1-minute OB inside the macro. We have an S&T. It's before 10 a.m. open, so there's a chance. Saying it right now, if we're wrong, there's a chance something like this happens and then it still plays out. But there's also a chance the 15-minute stays open, we take sell side, and then that's a target for later. So it's kind of 50-50, but the risk to reward is good. So stop here. Three 0.75. I guess I can't record the trade, huh? I'm gonna click record. Let me know if it starts lagging. But you know, I can just watch. Yeah, I mean, it's already lagging for me. Is encoding overload. Consider turning on videos and using a faster preset. I feel like I'm gonna crash if I keep recording 4K here. If nothing happens here, yeah. I mean, listen, if this was a funded, I would close the trade right now, but because it's eval, I'm gonna hold. But I'll be honest, guys, I don't really care if I lose the eval. But if this was a funded, I would close because it's not worth the risk. It's not worth risking money on the 15-minute gap being a breakaway. You know, I favor it being a breakaway because we already came up and put the SMT in, and dollar index is bullish. So I favor it not coming back up here, but it easily could do this, very easily, and that's not something I'd want to risk, real money on. If we can get a pyramiding opportunity, it would have to be something like it's gonna give it to us. That would be really nice if we got that. So you can see here we have a 15-minute bearish fair value gap here. The idea is we're gonna leave it open before we take sell side. Like meaning we'll take sell side out before filling this gap. That's the narrative that I'm implementing. We make a lower low here. I'll I'll add 3 contracts, move the stop. Yeah, just think here. Need 100 points to pass the account, so I think we're just gonna have to not pass today. There's no point in pyramiding. It doesn't make sense. I would have to turn this into 20 contracts, which is very insanely foolhardy. Just take what the market gives us and maybe we'll take another trade, risking profits or something. I don't know. I want to see us get below here. That would form the mitigation block. Hmm. Let's get below this candle. There's a lot going on here, but it is kind of important for the trade, so I'll explain it later. I don't really like that reaction. It should have sped up, but 5 minute OB is form. The 3 minute chart is ugly. See dollar index? Dollar index took out London highs. Dollar index takes out London highs, which means we should be taking out London lows. So we have 2 scenarios. Scenario 1, SMT with dollar index, Nasdaq becomes really bullish. It seems like that may be the case. Scenario 2, Nasdaq free falls lower to play catch up and takes out London lows. I also haven't looked at YM. Did YM take out London lows? YM is taking out everything and more. Holy shit. Okay. YM is really weak right now. Not liking the lack of speed here. The good news is, to me, it seems 50-50, but the risk reward is 2R. So if it's 50-50, 2R, I mean, that's not bad for an eval. Yeah, YM's the weaker asset. Dollar index looks great. Like everything I wanted to see on dollar happened. It's just Nasdaq is not also um, correlating. I'll give it a couple minutes, like then literally 1 or 2 minutes. We just had a nice, retest of the fair value gap and break. Got the short-term high consolidation. So if we can get below this low in the next 1 or 2 minutes, I'll hold it. Otherwise, we'll just terminate and probably accept that this move is not going to happen. But it already happened on YM. It already happened on dollar. It should be speeding up here on NASDAQ and ES to also make the move. If it's not going to speed up right now, then it's probably just not going to happen at all. And it may just pull back into this 15 or do what it wants to do. Because now that dollar index took out buy side, it could break lower, right? That's another thing to consider. Dollar index took out buy side. For those on TikTok, you can't see, but if you're on YouTube, you can see. Dollar index took out buy side. So dollar index could break lower here. Like a pretty significant move lower like this. If that's the case, obviously Nasdaq you can make an argument for Nasdaq to pull higher. I'm gonna give it like one or two more candles, finish off the macro, and if it's still around break even, I'll close. You can also just hold it. I mean, it's an eval. Give the full narrative a chance, despite the consolidation. I think I'm not allowed to show the money on TikTok streams. I got a restriction. Go long, the original bias was long. I mean, there's nothing here telling me it's gonna go higher, besides the fact that it's not going lower, but it's just going sideways. So I wouldn't go long unless. Now, I really don't see myself going long unless dollar index really breaks lower, you know. Yeah, we could fill the 15-minute. Why not 10 a.m. reversal? Well, the reason I took the short was because dollar index still had buy side, but then dollar index just pumped, took out the buy side. So I thought there was going to be a synergy move with Nasdaq, but Nasdaq just went sideways while dollar index took out my objective. Um, that was the main reason for the short. Also, I think London low can be a draw. So we have the objective. My model formed. Dollar index intermarket analysis supports the trade. ESYM also bearish. Um, yeah, the checklist was there. Yeah, it could be like Monday where I think dollar index pumped, took out buy side, and then Nasdaq broke or something like that. Like Nasdaq took sell like dollar index took sell side, and then Nasdaq printed longs or something like that. Like that. I don't remember. Similar. Just hovering around the opening price. Yeah, so we're super neutral right now. Um, this is Nasdaq. That box. Hoping we hit a break below that low. The dollar index is pumping like above the highs, so I like that. Where can dollar go here? Everything looks good except Nasdaq. Dollar index is in a 4-hour bearish now, but it looks like it's gonna fill right now. Let me quickly check the YM. Yeah, YM looks great too, man. YM just made a lower low here. 5-minute bearish for value gap. No, I think we just don't have the move. What's it called? Like the sort of volume. It's an eval, so I don't really care if I lose as much. We could just hold, and then it's either, like I said, the narrative is simple. It's London low before the 15-minute gap. If it hits the 15-minute gap first, we get stopped out. If it hits London low first, we uh we hit TP on eval. Should I just risk it because it, like, you know what, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious to me. See if we get a mitigation block here. I don't think so. I think this could literally chop the entire session. I'm being honest. No, I don't want to reduce my stop. Hmm. You could move it here. I think we'd have to get below this low for me to do that. At least below this one. Like, at least, you know. Pull the stop 617. There's some free fall. I mean, really, you can go stop at 614. So there you go. We're not risking much now. Could pyramid into this trade, maybe on the mitigation here or the fair value gap. The thing is, yeah, I mean, for an eval, we'll do it. I wouldn't pyramid here on a funded because it's low of day. You want to be pyramiding at low of day. Amazing trade. I don't know about amazing, but we appreciate you, Cammy. What's up? It's not the best trade for me, I'll be honest. But I'm trying to pass this lucid eval. How'd you get the red cursor? You gotta pay $2,000 a month. It's pretty sick. If there was a fair value gap, I would have pyramided in that. Oh, because it filled it up. I mean, there's a 30-second. Yeah, I don't think this is going anywhere, guys. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna give me London lows. Oh. If we break below here, I'll add contracts. You're in bed? I wish I was in bed, bro. Wish I was in bed. If we get a closure below here, call it a 30-second inversion. Yeah. So we may just end up, looks like maybe a break-even trade. Close enough. But if we get the 30-second inversion, I mean, I'll add. I want to see if we can get this to a $2,000 take profit. Possible, if I'm being honest. It's going to be tough. There's not enough room. It's messing with your mind. No, it's not messing with my mind. Just all the signatures are bad. Break even, break even, break even, break even. No. First of all, don't worry about my trading, bro. That's one. Two, I'm not gonna close the trade break even. This is close enough to break even for me, and the stop loss makes sense. Break even doesn't make sense. Um, totally fine. Hmm. Yeah, I'm looking at ES and dollar. YM as well. ES already took the low. Dollar index looks like it's moving lower from the buy side. And YM was the most bearish one of them all today. Out on NWAGs on ES. Is that what you were trying to say? ES? ES33. I don't have old NWAGs labeled. I used to look at old NWAGs. I used to label the last five. But honestly, just make my chart a little bit too messy. And I couldn't be asked to mark them all on NASDAQ, ES, and YM. I know there's an indicator that does it, but it kind of messed with the resolution scaling. So honestly, I just stopped using NWAG. What are my thoughts on it? If we're a trending market, if we're in a trending market, you want to see price trade into NWAG and then leave. Think about like the weekly candle, right? If we're in a range bound market, you want to see price continuously trade towards NWAG and old NWAGs as well. So that's my take. If we're trending, that's not even my take. It's ICT's take. I'm not gonna act like that's my discovery, but that's how I use it. That's how I use it. Like, let's say I'm bullish on the week. We have NWAG. Textbook setup would just be at some point in the week trade down into NWAG, and then just trend the entire week. If we're bearish or like if we're neutral on the week, it's range bound. If we leave NWAG, you want to see a setup back to it. If we're inside NWAG, you want to see a setup from it. So setups to and from. I'm waiting for 50% of that green candle. All right. Oh shoot, I thought that was ticking down. But it's fine though. The risk is okay. So we've got 5 more cons. I still don't think it's 2,000 bucks, so I don't think we'll pass. But it'll get us close. It'll get us close enough. Close enough. We can just we can just take a stupid ass trade after because I don't know how close this will make us. What we need to do right now is, yeah, this is where things get complicated. ES has taken out London lows, so this is where I break even. There's a potential breakaway gap in here, so it kind of makes sense. It's not the worst break even. This is where we just hope. If this was a funded partial, uh, depends how much money you need, I guess. How much you're up or down on the day. Um, ES took out our target, so TP getting hit. I don't think so. I mean, it's 50-50 if I'm being honest. ES hit TP. Like, it's kind of just like hopes and dreams now, I'll be honest. So it's just hopes and dreams. Yeah. Yeah, this is eval. It's not lots. It's 15 micro contracts on the Nasdaq. What we don't want to see is 50%, and there we 50% right away. That's not a good sign. If it was gonna run London lows, I don't think it even touches 50%. But let's see if the body stays below. I would have preferred the wick not even go if it was truly weak. Adding this breaker, no, because the SMT now, I'm not gonna add into the trade. It's gonna have to be just. It's gonna just be a break even and pray. Stop should be at 9.7 plus 1 tick 9.750. 97.75. The dollar index making a close below the buy side. ES looks like it's going to form a CISD. I don't want to open up YM, but you could. I could make an aggressive move here. If we close below here, I can add 5 cons. It's an aggressive move, but we go for the pass. We go for the cookie. Treat it as a 30-second OB. No, it's not even. It'd be 15-second inversion, though. Stop to 590. I mean, I think we get stopped here in profit. I'm gonna add a sell stop there, but I honestly think it's switching bullish. So that was a good idea. Um, good idea. Looks like dollar index is moving lower. If I jump on a long now, everyone's gonna talk shit. So we'll just tape read. I think the market can do this. I think it's more likely than London lows. Orange juice is so good. Yeah, a lot of people try to trade for me. So I would have been hit break even there on the short. I don't want to take a low of day protraction where there's SMT at London lows. I really don't. It would look like this. Nah, I don't think we can. I don't think we can capture the move. I think we just come back another day, try to pass, or wait for 1050 long maybe. Because if let's say hypothetically we do take London lows, I would expect to move higher. You know, but we could look for a long there, maybe instead. Yeah, we close in slight profit. Price action model. Yeah, a lot of people on live stream try to trade for me. I don't know why. The best month of price action. Best month of price action or best performance from me. There was a month. I don't know if it was September or November. I forget. It was like October, September, November. It's like really bad price action, but I performed so well because I don't know which way it's gonna go. We'll just mark out this candle and. Part of me wants to take a long to these equal highs here. But I don't think it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. Not at this time of day, 10:25. Long back into the 15. I think it's a good idea. It's a good idea. If that answers your question. I don't know. I really like January. If I was on Discord, bro, no. If I was on Discord, I wouldn't even take the trade. I mean, on eval, like I'm not trading any of my fundings. I'm not trading my live account. If I'm on Discord, I'm not even trading today. If I'm being honest, I would just be tape reading. It's not worth it. This reward is not there anymore. Isn't this AMD on 1 minute time frame? Yeah, you can view it like that if that's how you want to take the trade, but that's just pattern trading. So, are you pattern trading every single time we accumulate, manipulate, and then move back in? If so, then yeah, it is AMD. But that's not how I say AMD is. You know, it's not just accumulation, go below the range. I wouldn't call that AMD. I would call that consolidation. Like that's a fake breakout strategy. You know, that's what that is. I want to buy 10 here. All right, I'm gonna try it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna target the equal highs. No, sorry, we're not gonna target the equal highs. We're gonna break even on the equal highs. We're gonna hope one more gift for us on New Year's, and that's 2,000. How much do we need to pass? 80 points. That's a lot of points. We'll have to manage day two maybe or so. We'll have to manage the trade. Now let's put at 6-7 for good luck. We'll just have to manage and try to build it up to 2,000 while managing risk. If it runs to highs, I'm saying. We always put it at AM high, 692. Super extreme though. 8 points is that? Oh, that's 90. So we can just break even at the 15 minute, and if we get lucky, assuming we even get there, we may not even get there, but that's the idea. Dollar index is breaking lower. We got the S&T at London lows and did a lot of work on a range day lower. So we'll see if 1030 can expand higher. Stops at the low of this inversion. It's OV 50% level. Obviously, we're aiming for quite a bit, but we're gonna try to add into this trade, you know, Move the stop, make the TP a little bit less. Maybe if we break above here, move the stop here, add 5. See, dollar index is moving lower. I like that a lot. Um, I'm hoping that dollar index does not find support inside this level. If it does, that could set the stage for London lows. So for those of you on TikTok, you can't see my screen, but you'll see here on dollar we're in a 5-minute bullish, but we did break down. If dollar index supports this 5-minute bullish, makes a higher high, we can anticipate London lows on NASDAQ. But if we inverse this, then we could get even maybe morning session highs here. Why can't I trade more than one contract? You should be able to trade more than one. I don't think the market closes early today. Tomorrow is the bank holiday. Guys, we may have to stop trading evals on these days because when I trade my evals, I really prefer to just like take one setup that just delivers like very quickly, win or lose. Because now we're gonna be eval-less. Well, this wouldn't blow the account, but you get the idea. Happy New Year's, thank you, brother. Happy New Year's to you too. Did we find support at that first candle? Happy New Year's, everyone. Yeah. It's saying maximum contract limit reached when I try to trade. Which account are you on? Alpha Zero? And if so, are you in deep drawdown? Are you in deep drawdown? No, we made a little bit of money on the short before, like 10 points. Zero was 1600 profit? If only you trade one, that shouldn't be the case. Do you have a trade open somewhere, maybe? Eye surgery? Brother, that was like 3, 4 months ago. It was great though, thank you for asking. That was if we break above this high, I'll add 5, move stop here. It's probably gonna it's 50-50, honestly. We're taking 50-50 trades. Yeah, I did LASIK. You know how to fix trading view charts like missing wicks? Missing wicks. That's a problem. Um, no, I don't know how to fix that. Maybe refresh, maybe. That does not sound right. You might be looking at the wrong asset. I saw your TikTok. Thought you got. Oh, you thought that was yesterday? No, that was a while. That was a while ago. How does payout work in alpha futures? The drawdown does not change after payout. The drawdown only changes when you make money on the account. That's it. Simple. LASIK surgery was one of the best things I've I've done, to be honest. Like if you're a person who wears contacts a lot, that was me. Um Specify. That was me. I wore a lot of contacts, bro. To be able to wake up and just see, some of you are just blessed, man. If you just have 20/20 vision, I'm so envious. Glasses are good, but it's tough when you play sports and you start breaking and shit. You start dropping so much money, and you know when you're trying to do work and you have to like you try to get the glass that hurts here, or you're trying to sleep, and then like you also want to see at the same time, but then your shit hurts when you're on your bed and shit. Like that shit is so frustrating to me. Hurts LASIK makes your eyes really sensitive. No, not necessarily. I mean, some people have complications, but it's really rare, bro. It's really rare. I play basketball, but when you're trying to watch something in bed, like you can't even enjoy, bro. Like you have to choose enjoyment or being blind. It's so tough. Sleep and see at the same time. No, I mean like lay in bed and like look at something. Yeah, I'm really happy now. I'm blessed. I didn't have any complications, at least not of yet. Um, LASIK surgery. Basically, how much did I had negative four, okay, to put into perspective, guys, I was minus 4.5. So I was like literally blind. Like I could not see shit. I was minus 4.5. So that shit was tough. This is a lucid eval, lucid trading. Minus 4 is nothing? You think minus 4 is nothing? I'm pretty sure minus 10 is like blind. So like I'm halfway there. You're minus 7? Brother. Brother, you gotta do the cert. Minus 7? Bro. Minus 9.5, brother. Brother, you're blind. Just say 0, bro. Minus 9.5? Oh no. You actually are? DPT funded is going great. We're slowly building a buffer. Unfortunately, I went on like a long ass win streak while I was de-risking. I was de-risking because I thought I was gonna start losing, and we literally won like 7 trades in a row. So we're not up that much, but how am I gonna complain? We're up. They can't LASIK my eyes. Yeah, some people are not eligible for LASIK. Guys, look at dollar index. It's literally diving. Why is dollar index moving better than Nasdaq? Is Lucid good? I don't know, man. It's my first ever account with them. I literally bought them just to trade the last 2 days with you guys because I'm not trading my fundeds. Like, see that commitment? Like, see that commitment? You feel me? Like, I bought this eval just to trade for you guys. Like, maybe that's a bad thing though. Maybe people are copy trading me and losing. Took the one small win. Hopefully, someone cut. This is lucid trading. To be honest, they had 50% off, so it wasn't that much. What is LASIK operation? Basically, they reshape your eye and make it so you can see again with a laser. It's quite expensive, yo. I had to pay cash. That shit was like 6,000. I'm 2K in drawdown yesterday. I was 2.5K in profit. What? That's tough. I have all my goals ready for 2026. I don't really want to share them. I can share some of them. I mean, like generally speaking, I want to grow my live account really large, like as large as possible. Invest a lot of money. Most of my goals are for like 2027. Like by 2027, I want to buy a apartment or just move out in general. So 2027, I want to move out, which means in 2026, I gotta make a shit ton of money, save, invest, move out 2027. Does it hurt? You can choose to just go to sleep, but I did it awake. Cause I'm always envious, bro. Like I want to be awake and see what's happening. Like yo, when I did my wisdom teeth, I was awake the whole time. That shit sucked. I can't lie. Yeah, 2027. I want to move out, so that's my goal for 2026 is to prepare myself for that. Um, what other goals? Grow my live account. That's the main one. Payout goals. I don't really set payout goals, but obviously you get some payouts. Um, I want to get Take Profit Trader live account. Um, I'm hoping the boot camp goes good. I'm gonna run a boot camp for you guys. Hopefully that goes well. That's a goal of mine. Yeah, that's it pretty much. No, I don't have a job. I haven't had a job in 2 years. Eddie, can I make 1 mil off fundeds? You'd have to be really aggressive, but yeah, if I'm being honest, unless you have a lot of money coming in, you're not going to be able to do that. The people who make a lot of money from prop firms, they have another source of income that allows them to be hella aggressive on prop firms. I don't make that much money from my affiliations, or I don't make any money from anything else, just trading and affiliation. So I can't spend $1,000 a month on accounts, you know? Not when I'm trying to invest money as well and grow my stock account and my live account. Like, so I'm not at a point where I can just trade minis, for example. If you want to make a shit ton of money, you're gonna have to trade minis, you know? It is what it is. You're gonna have to increase your risk And if you blow the account, you get another one and you do it again. You just keep risking heavy. But I don't have like you're gonna need another source of income because you can't. It's not sustainable because prop firm will rinse you before you rinse them. But you can't take a loan, right? Because you aren't making a safe or stable income, whatever. No, I would be eligible in 2027. JK, I took on more than 2 million by copy trading on 20 accounts. Yes, he did copy trade on 20 accounts, but you should ask him or find out how much money he had to spend to get those payouts. He probably spent anywhere from like it was definitely over $10,000. Like even just 20 account. Like you think he bought 20, passed them first try, went all the way to 2 million? Of course not. If that was the case, he would just be cycling that shit on repeat or something. You know, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Like that's insanely good. I'm not saying it was a bad thing, but those guys risk heavy because they can afford to, because they have other sources of income. So if you want to make a shit ton of money from prop firms, you're gonna have to risk heavy. And when you blow all your accounts, you're gonna have the money to buy them right back, full port, and go again. Huh. Guys, at this point, should we just full port gold or something? I'll genuinely take a signal from chat. Risk 1.2k. Because I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest, that's the plan. So if someone wants to give me a signal, this eval, I don't even want it unless it's passed today. Because this eval, listen, even if I pass this funded, guys, I'm just gonna be full porting it. Like I'm gonna be max risking max. Wait, what's the? Oh no, this is max payout 2,000. So hold on, no, I need someone who's gonna give me a proper signal, like proper, not NQ. NQ's not gonna move fast enough. Gotta be gold. Who got me? I need entry, TP, and SL. Gonna live train 2026? Yeah, I'll be live. Said gold long. Do silver, it's faster. I think we do gold. GC longs. Guys, your signal game is weak. I'm not gonna lie. Like you gotta be a little bit more precise. I mean, gold looks like it's gonna take this low right now, no? I don't know if I want to long this. I feel like I want to short this. That's it. This account's getting passed or blown today, right now. 4387. 4387. I don't know what you're looking at, but I'm at 4347. So, oh, you said 4387. Yeah, 4387. Yeah, nah, brother. Brother, you're not having the right mindset. Uh, okay. I'm not sure why you're saying that, but I don't want to argue with you. Someone said entry 4335. 43435. Stop loss 4327. TP all time highs, brother. I'm trying to like quick pass. I got the wrong gold charts. Really? Which one is it, bro? It's not wrong. It's not look wrong to me. You're literally gonna gamble because you lost the trade. I want to blow or pass this account today. So yeah, we're gonna full port the account. I mean, I can take a proper trade myself. I thought it'd be more fun if chat wanted to do one though. Wait for this guy said. This guy accepted it. He was like, "You're gonna full port just because you lost?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I bet I'll give you the signal." I don't think NQ is gonna move fast enough, guys. Because this is what I need. Hold on. Let me give you guys more information. We're gonna risk 1,200. We're gonna make. We're gonna risk 1150, and we're gonna make. Uh, we have to make 350. So we just need 2R. Surely we can find one 2R setup, right? The issue is I don't know how to calculate the risk on gold. I would short DXY, but I literally can't. I think NQ is gonna take out. Hold on, we actually may be able to do this on NQ. ES made a lower low. It's so far from London low though. Guys, it's simple. We gotta risk 1,200 to make 2,400. You could buy this fair value gap on gold. Good look for a gold long. Otherwise, we're waiting for Nasdaq to take London lows. I think gold will be faster. Everyone's saying silver. I've never even looked at silver. I've never traded silver before. Silver looks pretty bearish. Maybe gold is bearish too. Maybe gold continues lower. I mean, if dollar index is bearish, then this should pull higher. Just call it a day. Last day of the year. Listen, the reason I want to get rid of this account now is because I don't want one singular Lucid account. It's gonna like I don't even want to. The new year starting, and I don't want this account with me. You know, like I don't want this. I'm not trading with this firm. This was supposed to be like a little fun account. Uh, it'll be like a little fun account. I won't be trading with this firm. Maybe one day I'll trade with them, but just fuck it, full port shorts, shorts gold right now. I What's the maximum you can do? 3? I'm not good at calculating risk on gold. I don't know how much. I don't know how much this is. Oh, perfect. Wait, that's not enough. Not enough, guys. We need to risk a little bit more. No, that's as much as I can risk. Okay, I guess we're going for a 1-to-1. I already took the trade, so we'll have to take 2 1-to-1s. Add more? I don't think I can add more because then if it just goes like we're gonna do 2 1-to-1s. That's it. I made up my mind. We're doing 2 1-to-1 trades. With mini, 1 point is $1,000. One 1 point or one like that, or one as in like 0.6 to 0.5. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I've ever just like full ported an eval and got lucky and passed. That shit never goes out in my favor, bro. It never goes in my favor. How much we need to pay for reset fees? I don't know, but if you apply the 25% off, it'll become cheaper. What are you reading? Chat? Love gambling evals. I mean, believe it or not, it's not really a gamble. It's my protraction model short. It's just I'm over leveraging the entire account. You'll never see me just randomly click buy or like it literally makes no sense. At least follow some logic, you know? Dollar index is moving higher, so I was hoping gold can move lower. ES is moving lower. Nasdaq's moving lower. Maybe gold can also move lower. Yeah, this is a gold trade right now. We're in longs on eval. You're supposed to listen to chat. Everyone was saying gold shorts though. Don't switch up on me now. Nah, don't switch up on me. Everyone in chat was saying gold shorts. Now that it's going up, y'all are saying gold longs. Tomorrow was the last date of my account. Made around 2.6K. Can I pay my reset fees after the account expires? Wait, what do you mean? Why would you want to pay the reset fee if you're up 2.6K? Guys, we're done. The lucid dream is over. Fun while it lasted. Personally, I still think gold is going to go lower. I just don't think we survived the retracement. Let me make sure I cancel this account. Going into 2026, I'm going to have funded with Take Profit Trader, Alpha Futures, and Top Step. I don't have room for lucid trading. I'm not going to journal much, but I'll say Blue the Lucid eval today on stream. No journal. System C that's be set up to try and get it done for 2026 or for next week. Won't be. I'm not gonna say won't be trading them. All locked. That sounds cringe, but Alpha, Top Step, PBT, 2026. No more evaluations. Well, on Friday we'll just paper trade. I'll be honest. Because I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy an eval in 2026 yet. 2025 was fine because I'm still gonna write it off. But Alpha Top Step to be ready for 26. No more evaluations until I don't know. I guess we blow fundeds. I don't know. I don't know when the next time we're gonna buy an eval, but it's gonna be a long time. How do I like cancel? How do I cancel? Yeah, remove. Yo, that's so cool, guys. On Lucid, you can remove it, but other firms need to add that shit. Can you still write off if you don't have an LLC? Yeah, you can. You can. I mean, what country are you from? Buy another. Buy your eval now. I'm all maxed out. I don't. There's no other firm that I want to get an account with. I have all my funded accounts ready for 2026. You're in Canada? Yes. You can still write off even if you don't have an LLC or a corporation. Someone said full port NQ. I mean, London low. If you can get 1R to London low, why don't you like Apex? I don't have anything. I love Apex. Um, Nothing wrong with Apex. I have one payout with Apex. Are you sticking with Apex affiliate? What do you mean am I sticking with them? Like I'm still affiliated with them, but how'd you not get your live with Alpha? I took a max payout, so not a $15,000 payout. Like I I took out all the money in my accounts. So the accounts were gone. You know, I have 5 funded on Top Step. What's the total amount of capital? Let me see. I'm assuming you mean prop firms only. 600K. I have 5 Top Step 50Ks. 5 payouts is live with Alpha. Yeah, I have 5 Top Step 50Ks, 3 Alpha 100Ks, and 1 Take Profit Trader 50K. And the Take Profit Trader account, I'm gonna be like trying to run that up aggressively. So I'm not gonna go for 5. I'm just gonna go for one big one. So I have to build a buffer first because it's live trailing drawdown, and then we're gonna size heavy on that account. If we blow it, I'll get another one and try again. It took some eval trades. We lost our eval. Nothing serious trade. No serious trade. Funded next, yeah, funded next 25K is good. Um, no, I think we can move back into the range now at some point because now dollar index moving lower. So I think we'll move back into the range, but who knows? When are you going to be back to normal trading? I'll be trading my live account. Yeah, January 5th. That first week of January with NFP. I love that week. Daddy, when did you build the model you are currently trading? It was technically been the same model for a really long time, like literally from the beginning, 2 years. But it's obviously adapted a lot, you know. You know who they deal with people you're not allowed to hate have live. I'm not sure what you're saying. Hi, bro. Can we use EA losses to get a tax deduction? EA losses. What's EA? You mean like live account? If so, then no, it's not an expense. Want to thank you guys for this year. Appreciate you, Dimitris. Yeah, January 5th. That's when I'm opening up the live account again. What would be a shit ton of money on firms? Yeah, last 2 weeks have been pretty boring. But I've been on evals. I've been not trading my account. I haven't touched my accounts, guys, in 3 weeks. I'm gonna pass this one way or not. Listen, don't do that just because I did that. I to be honest, I didn't even want the funded with Lucid because I'm not copy trading all my accounts this year. I'm gonna be cycling. Some days I'll trade Top Step. Okay, some days I'll trade them all at the same time, but not every day. I'm gonna be trading Alpha, my live account. So I don't want Lucid. It's just gonna make shit complicated, especially when it's just one Lucid 50K. Like, so I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, if we passed, I would have just full ported and hoped for a max payout. Um, I was not planning to like actually trade Lucid. Like I'm gonna trade Alpha, for example. What do you think about funding ticks? Great firm, yeah, solid option. Funded next Rapid versus Legacy. If you want easy payouts that are smaller, take the Rapid. If you want harder payouts that are larger, go for the Legacy. Best broker for live account, depending what country you live in. What country do you live in? What is the difference between MNQ, H20, and NAS 100? So if you're trading NQ or MNQ, that's micros futures. That's micro futures. Okay? That's not that's a futures contract. If you trade NAS 100, they're very similar. They move almost the exact same. You'll see some differences here and there. Um, but it's a CFD, like that's a forex symbol. So you have to trade that with a CFD firm. How much you earn a month depends on the month. It changes. If I get a payout last month was good. Last month I took 3 payouts. So I made more last month. November I took 3 payouts. They were smaller though. October, I don't think I got any payouts in October. September, I think I got one payout. I don't remember. So it depends. You live in Norway. You're gonna have to just search up futures broker and know me. How much? Don't worry about how much, brother. Let's talk about your eval bootcamp. What eval bootcamp? You mean payout bootcamp? Are we buying in right now? No, this is like a hypothetical full port eval trade, in my opinion. Why is it the days where it's the least probable the best? This was the best? Well, this shit was. I mean, I guess like there's a couple setups. I don't think this was the best. You use Rapid or Legacy. I don't use. I got a payout with Funded Next. I used Rapid. I'm not using Funded Next currently. Nah, you're right, Toxic. I went on a win streak like the when I was least expecting it. You know, I'm affiliated with 4 firms. The 4 firms I'm affiliated with are Alpha, Apex, Top Step, no, Take Profit Trader, and Lucid. But listen, Take Profit Trader and Lucid, you just go online, you apply for a code, they give it to you, you know? So I can't really vouch for them. I say Fund and X. So I didn't mean, I meant to say I have 5 accounts with Top Step, 3 alphas, and Take Profit Trader. Did I pass this? You have to give me a hug? Sure, bro, I'll give you a hug. You can write off, listen, if you guys got payouts this year, I feel like a lot of people do not know this. You have to report your income. Like you need like you can't avoid that. I mean, you can try. If it's very little, maybe they don't give a shit. But if you made money, you have to report your income. You also need to keep track of your evals. If you bought a computer, a laptop, um, that stuff. Um, you got to keep track of that so you can deduct, right? How much money do you make for every person that uses your code? On Alpha Futures, anywhere from like $5 to $10. Depends on the account and the discount. So it's 10% commission. So for example, Alpha Zero 25% off is I think $70. I make $7 every time someone buys an Alpha Zero. If they get a standard account, it's more like or $5. Yep, they're business expenses. Yeah, exactly. If it's under 12K in the UK, you don't have to. There you go. What about if you lost money? If you don't have any income, then you don't have to report it. What's your thoughts on day trading and do you trade? What's the average income for day trading? The average income is probably like zero if you want to take all the people who day trade. What's the what's your thoughts on day trading? I like it. It's nice. Can I write off the prices of the evals and taxes? Yes. Yeah, it's actually probably negative. If price gives market structure shifts from current price, then we can trade silver bullet strategy. Brother, silver bullet is from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you took a payout but are still down overall, what about that for taxes? I think you could actually get money back depending on which country you are in. So you should do that. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, I made this much money, but I spent this much money. I I made a $2,000 payout. I spent $4,000 on accounts. My business is minus 2,000. You may get a tax return. Now it gets complicated when you also have a job, because then you got to file a. In the way it is in Canada, you have to file a T4, and then you got to file a T1. If you have a corporation, you also have to file a T2 and then a personal. It gets super complicated. You gotta file like 4 shit. You gotta get an accountant because that shit is too complicated. Accountants are not expensive, bro. They charge like 6, 7, 8,000 a year. Can you please tell me to go to an accountant or? Yeah, you want to just go. If you actually made money, you're gonna want to go to an accountant. I'm gonna be honest. Make the investment. You don't want to do all this administrative bullshit. It's too long. But yo, if you got like 1 or 2 payouts, I think it's fine, bro. To be honest, like I got a couple payouts in my first year. I didn't tell nobody, bro. I didn't tell nobody. I paid for an accountant, yeah. So I have a corporation, so for me it's even more complicated because you guys file a bunch of shit. Like you have to file business tax, your self tax where you pay yourself. You gotta file other shit too. How much does the accountant take though? It depends what you do. Um, Usually like how I do, you're charging for the year. So 6,000, 7,000 is around depending on how much services you want from them for the year. Did you live with only payouts? Yeah, I'm living with only payouts. But keep in mind, I don't have my own place. I'm hoping to move out 2027, but car, phone, food, I got a bunch of shit, internet. I could afford to move, but I'm trying to save a lot of money before I move out. So as long as valid, honestly, no trading is valid today. Like if we're being honest, guys, if we're being truly honest, you can't write off your car. Uh, Unless like you drive to somewhere every day where you have to be there to make money, you cannot write off your car. Um, if you look past that and just the chart, even then, no. Like if it was me, I'd have to see a breaker. So at the least, this inversion fair value gap. It took one, two, three, four. Like it could have been the best trading day, and this would not be a long setup for me. Is Alpha the best firm? Alpha offers the easiest payouts, in my opinion. Close? No, you can't write off your close. The easy write-offs are all your accounts and any trading electronic supplies. So internet, phone, not 100% of it, but you can write off a little bit of it because you're not using your internet for other things too, not just for trading. So phone, internet, if you pay rent and you trade in that place, you can do that. Um, Utilities in the place that you are trading, a portion of that. You can do all your accounts, activation fees, phone, computer, uh, you know, laptop, iPad, TradingView subscriptions, Trade Copier, TradeZilla, stuff. I need to wear my clothes to trade. No, yeah, it's not really a business expense. What type of AFL account is the best? For a brand new trader with zero payouts, I recommend zero because it's cheap. What percent of taxes in Canada? Oh, brother, complicated. Because you have to pay provincial, federal, and then you have to pay CPP, and shit gets complicated. So there's three things you have to pay for primarily. I've been trading for 2 years. Here it's 15%. Yeah, it's not like that here. Here it's like I'm gonna be paying like 18% provincial, 20% federal, and then like fucking $10,000 CPP. Do you get access to your Rise Work 1090? I have no idea what that is. Uh, Never heard of that. There are YouTube videos being released in 50 minutes. Tino, already scheduled. Did you buy a car with day trading or just also for 2027? I already have a car. Uh, I had that just from money saved up. I have a Lexus. That was from before trading. When did you realize you can day trade full time? Did I realize? Kind of realized before I start. Like when did I realize? Do you want the truth? The true answer? 2 years ago, I watched ICT 2022 Mentorship episode 1. And from that moment on, I knew with no shred of doubt. Like this, I'm dead ass. I called all my friends. I told my girl. I told everyone that this is what I'm doing. Immediately when I watched that video and I was looking at the charts, I was like, "Yo, this shit is gonna be my career." You know, above 100K. Yeah, we have to keep in mind it's not that simple. You ever trade stuff in an LLC? I have a corporation, so I don't know if that's the same thing. To be honest, it's a corporation, so you have to pay corporate tax, and then you got to pay yourself. If the price inverses this one MFEG, so we go long. I would not take any trades today, guys. Hopefully, I didn't inspire anyone to trade. Um, Please respond. Let's talk. You can message me on Discord, bro. I'll reply when I can. How long did it take you to be profitable? 28 days. My overall payouts. I have a good number of payouts. Which account did you buy? The one that Toxic told me to buy. He's in chat. I think it was Select Flex. Highest payout was in 5 figures, Canadian. But listen, let me clear something up. I'm not here to claim I make any amount of money. I'm not here to claim I'm gonna make you money. I'm not. That's not what I'm here for. So if that's what you're here for, that's what you're looking for me, you're not gonna get it. There's too much drama in the industry. I don't want to make any promises. I'm not gonna claim I make any amount of money. I'm not gonna claim that any of that. I'm just here to trade. For those of you who know me, you want to learn from me, you can choose to do so based on what you see every day on live stream. I am doing good. What I will claim to say is trading alone pays for all my expenses, allows me to save money and invest, and that's it. That's all you need. You know? How long do you think you'll run the first payout bootcamp for? My goal in my mind is a bunch of people join, and I mean, once they get their payout, the goal is them to leave, right? I don't know if more people will come after that. To be honest, I'm kind of hoping not. I don't really want to run it forever. I want people to join, lock in for a couple months, get their payout. You can make a living? Of course, yeah, I do make a living. You make a video on how to start an LLC and how you pay yourself. Listen, I'm going to be completely honest. If you're at the level where you want to do that, you just go to an accountant. Just go to an accountant. I tried doing it myself. I started everything myself. And you get to a point where you realize you're like, this is way too much administrative work. You're going to drive. Like, people spend their whole life doing this shit. Their job is to do this. Hire someone. That's their job to do that. What's good, Leo? You know? Just hire an accountant, bro. It's their literal. People have their job is to do the stuff that you're trying to do. It takes a lot of time, especially if you're gonna do an LLC or corporation, bro. There's a lot of shit you have to do. You're gonna mess up if you try to do it yourself. Unless you're going to make a mistake, you're gonna forget something that's important, and you're probably gonna fuck yourself. Realistically, if you hire a good accountant, yeah, it may be like 5,000 and 6,000, whatever. But by the end of the year, they will save you more money than you spent. It's a good relationship to have. So you gotta find a good accounting firm and go with them. Want to buy 2 Tesla S Bull? Is that CFD? Tesla Bull? What Tesla Bull? I don't know what that is. Tesla stocks? So I'm thinking, like, for some people, if they lock in every day, I think with 1 month they can get a payout. For some people, 3 months. If you go to an accountant for tax and personal online, I feel like it's really complicated. It sounds complicated, but I promise you it's not. All you have to do is search up accounting firm near me. If you live with your parents, they probably already have a firm. You can contact them. Tell them, hey, can I book an appointment? I want to talk about my taxes. Lucid or Funded Next? I think Lucid is better, but I think I can't vouch for Lucid. But from what I've heard, Lucid is definitely better. Is there a way to avoid taxes? Not legally, if that's your question. You can do shit like, open up an offshore bank account, funnel all your payouts into them. You might get away with it. I don't know. I'm not advising you to do that. I'm not saying you should do that. Is there a way you could try to? Not legally. Like, you're a criminal if you do that. You risk losing everything. Best prop firm. Depends what your goal is, right? And easy payouts, Alpha Futures. Large payouts, probably Apex. It's not worth it to be better off just writing off stuff. Yeah, don't try to avoid taxes. You should just do it. I can put payouts into a business company to pay less or no tax. So if you open up a business You can get all your payouts into the business, right? But here's the issue. You're still going to pay tax because one, you're going to pay business tax, right? That's one. And two, you have to pay yourself at some point. So your business can bring in all this money. Say your business makes 100K. That's great. You're going to pay a business tax, which is not that much. I think it's less than most places, right? But here's the thing. You haven't made any. You still need money. You can't go around spending your business money on like whatever random shit and then call it an expense, you know? So if you take out money from your business, you have to, that's income. So your business makes 100K. You need money to spend on shit. Whatever money you take from your business, you have to pay tax on that. Is there a crypto method to pay no taxes? No. It's all income. There's no legal way. You can do it, but that's not my advice because you could fuck shit up, man. A lot of people don't realize that they gotta report their income. If you make a decent amount of money, you made not that much, it's fine. Would we just show our bank statements for account? So for you, prop firms, they keep all the invoices there. You sign into the prop firm, download everything. If you want to make it real simple, you got to start doing some math. I have a spreadsheet. From the beginning of the year, I had a spreadsheet where I kept track of every single purchase I made. You keep track of who you bought it from, the description, how much it was, how you paid for it, and what type of proof do you have that you paid for it. Bank statement, etc. So, Binance gives payouts in crypto. Yes, you can get crypto payouts, but you still have to report that income. If you don't make that much, they're like there's a really good chance they're not gonna hit you. But if you're making like decent money, like 5 figures, I would say plus, they're gonna fucking get you, bro. Like they're not stupid, you know. It's literally their job. They literally go around finding people and fuck up their lives. It's literally their job. That's what they do. So be careful. You don't want to get fucked. It sucks. Trust me, I know it sucks. I don't trade stocks with leverage, but I do use interactive brokers. I trade stocks with cash. Market closes regular time today. Here's another thing, guys. For those of you who don't know, this is the last thing I'll say on taxes. What if I set a business in a place where there's no taxes and transfer payouts there? That I'm not sure about. I don't think you can do that though. You can't open up a business, like you can't just open up a corporation in like freaking, let's say something else. Now, if you live in the US, you might be able to, but like me, I can't just open up a business in fucking like, I don't know, like Florida or something, or like Texas, and then be like, I'm running my business here. You're not running your shit there. You have nothing there. You know, you can't just open up a business in Florida and be like, that's where my business is. What address? What address are you putting as your business? Because you're not even a U.S. citizen. Like for me, I live in Toronto, so I can't do that. So listen, guys. For those of you, listen. Today would literally be. See, the money wouldn't even get deposited, so you're late. Create an account in Dubai Bank, so you can track how much you make. That's not gonna work, brother. I'll find a way to help avoid taxes. Let's make this clear. What you just said, you're gonna help people become criminals better. Just to make that clear, there's no way to avoid it. There are ways to help. You cannot avoid. It's illegal. It's not avoid. It's called the word you're looking for is evade. You're trying to evade paying taxes. You can try, man. You might be successful, but you risk a lot. You guys are talking about tax evasion right now. Just make that very clear. On a real note, though, it doesn't matter if you do crypto. It doesn't matter if they pay you cash, bro. You still have to report it. Are they going to be able to find out? Maybe. If you keep the money cash, probably not, right? Then there's really no way they can track it. But here's another thing. Here's another thing. I'm pretty sure if you make a certain amount of money that hits your bank account, like I'm pretty sure in Canada, for those of you who live in Canada, if you get $10,000 or more sent to your account, it immediately gets flagged by CRA. Like they're gonna look at your shit. It has to be reported. Like the bank has to tell CRA, yo, this fucking guy got 10K payout, bro. So if you're gonna get any amount of money, and maybe if like I don't know, maybe if you do 5K and 5K, maybe they also have to, you know. So just keep in mind, if you're putting money into your bank account, they're gonna fucking know, bro. They're not stupid. The banks, they're all trying to fuck you. But here's some good advice. There are investment accounts that you can deposit into that will help you write off taxes. For example, this year, I'm maxing out 2 of my investment accounts that are going to deduct a big portion of my income so I pay less. I won't be able to access that money until it's time. You know, one of them is it's for a home. So in Canada, if I want to buy a house, I can put money into a house account basically, and I can write that money off. And when it's time to buy the house, I can take it out tax free. When they catch you, they're going back 7 years from the profit is going to report it to IRS no matter what. If I'm unfunded and I need $5 to meet the $100 payout requirement, we think I should do? You need $5? Are you on a 50K account? I'm going to have... Yeah, first time buyers, exactly. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, bro. Just click, wait for a candle to go up, and just fucking click buy. It's $5, bro. Surely you can find a trade setup that gives you 2 points. 2 points. That's $4. You need 2.5. You can find 2.5 points on the NASDAQ. I'm confident. Appreciate you. You trade any less than... I look at the 50 seconds sometimes. Decentralized wallet might be the method. Wish you luck, brother. I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Bro, there's a method, not the Roth IRA, I forget what it's called. And can we be able to take out the money from the trading account? Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Toxic. That's one of my investment accounts. How many years? I have 2 years of experience. So 2.5 if you include the learning period. Gaddie, don't pay accountants. Pay criminals. You guys want to know the real method? I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this shit. I have a theory that technically what you can do is just be like, yo, I spent 15K on a course, and you just fake the invoice. The thing is, it won't be in your bank statements though. What you could low-key do? Nah. Someone's gonna have to report the income. That wouldn't even work. Yeah, I may only have 2 years, but I've live streamed every single day. So I have a lot of experience. What's good, Jordy? You have to report your bank statements, not just the receipts. You don't have to give them anything. It's only if you get audited. So if you tell them like, yo, I have a 10K expense, and they're like, yo, that shit is fucking sus, bro. Send that shit to me. Prove it. They're gonna ask for bank statements, receipts, everything. You have to give them everything, bro. So you want to report stuff that's not likely to be audited. You know, if you're gonna put, oh, I spent 25,000 on a course, yeah, bro, you're asking them to fucking look that shit up. So But if you put like prop from account, okay, then like it makes fucking perfect sense. Obviously, it's probably there. I spent 10K on funded next. Yeah, make sure you write all that shit off, bro. My bigger dream, I just want to, bro. I just want to move out, get married, have kids, not have my kids worry. That's my dream, bro. You don't plan on moving out of the U.S.? I live in Canada. I can't move out of the U.S. I can't move to the U.S. I'm stuck here. When should you worry about taxes payout wise? I think if you make more than 10K, you should probably start looking into it. Part firms are not considered law. It's not. It's not going to be in law, but you just need to know what type of income it is. So in Canada, if you have a prop firm payouts, that's called self-employed income. If you buy new equipment, computer, yeah, business trips. I talked to my accountant. It's an iffy one. I think next year I'm gonna try to write them off. But business trips, technically, they're not essential. Why can't you move to the U.S.? Because I need a visa. Like I gotta get a job. You can't just you can't just pack shit up and move to the U.S. You know. You gotta get a job, or you can't just move to the U.S. It's just not allowed. You can work for me. That doesn't help me though, because then I have to work for you, and I'm not allowed to trade. So yeah, if you want to write off business trips, it has to be a legitimate trip. You know, it can't just be like I went to France and I traded there, so I can write off the trip to France. It was not essential for your business for you to do that. You know, but it's like a gray area. You know, because technically, like me, I make content, and that also helps me make money. So if I go on a trip, I make content. It's a gray area. It might get audited. So you gotta make sure if you do that, you have every single receipt, dollar, bank statements, everything. So this year, a little bit messy. Next year, I'm gonna try to write off my trips and see what happens. You can't trade. If you move to the US and you get a visa, so let's make one thing clear. If you're gonna move from one country to the United States, you need a visa. You're not allowed to just move. If you get a work visa, that's pretty much the only one you're gonna ever have a chance to get. It means you have to work. You're only allowed to be in the States if you work that job that gave you the visa. But here's the catch. You're only allowed to make money from that job. You're not allowed to explore other endeavors. You're literally a slave. You have to go to the US. You don't get any benefits that the other citizens have, and you have to make money only from that job. You aren't even allowed to do something like cash on the side. Like you're not allowed to do that shit. All your reported income has to be from that job. No day trading, no affiliate codes, no online surveys, no Uber orders, no DoorDash, none of that. From the job only. So you can apply to become a U.S. citizen. Yeah, brother. Takes 20 years. The application. Canada was the only option beyond to be honest, bro. So I'm not gonna complain because it was fucking Canada or Iraq, bro. So I'm grateful. Can I apply a job for Nasdaq and gold? No, that's not how it works. If you have trading conferences or meetups, yeah, but I don't have that shit. I could marry. Yeah, I mean, I have a girl. I'm planning to get married next year, if I'm being honest. You Muslim? Yeah. You could get married in the U.S. and then get a green card, but even then, that takes a long time. So not sustainable. Yeah, toxic. Next year, probably we can try that. Like, if you want to travel and write it off, you gotta. What's good, Ben? I'm not really trading my accounts. I haven't traded them for like 2 weeks. January 5th, I'll be back. Um, I bought a Lucid Eval. We blew it. Uh, I won't be trying to get that firm again because I don't even want to trade with Lucid. To be honest, I just got it because I told Chad I would trade Eval. Do you trade H4 PO3 or daily? I trade 930 power of three. but I have to look at the daily and the weekly power of three as well. We've just been having a speech about taxes, bro. Everyone in chat thinks they can just evade taxes. So it's a work visa that gets you there. Then you just got to do only that job when you get there. That's exactly how it works, yeah. Unless you get a green card and become a citizen, then you can do whatever you want. But that's just not gonna happen. Let's be honest. Like, you see what happened in the fucking trucks, bro? They just be throwing people in them and taking them back, bro. Like you think you're gonna move to the U.S. in the Starlight? You're not gonna get that. We're making USD and spending CAD. Why go south? Yeah, I mean, yo, listen. Making 10K a month in Canada is really a lot easier when it's USD. When you're getting paid in USD, right? So I may get, a $6,000 payout, but that's almost 10K Canadian. So there's benefits to it as well. There's benefits to it as well. I'm not worried about how much I make in US dollars. I'm worried about how much I make in Canadian dollars. Leave the country? Go where? Where do you want me to go? Can't write off my donations? Yo, you're boosting my income right now. That's fucking me, my taxes. Fucking me, bro. Now I gotta add that shit. Plus $5. I'm cooked. Couldn't wait till January. Up to South Africa. Bro, honestly, listen. There is a method out there, guys. There are countries in the Middle East where literally, if you go, you buy a property for a certain price, you can live there. For example, if you go to Qatar, you buy a property for 150K USD, you can live there. And you can trade there, you can work, you can do whatever you want. No tax. Guys, if I make multiple six figures next year, I'm gone, bro. I'm gonna buy a fucking apartment in the Middle East, stay there for a couple years, and then come back fucking rich, when I'm like raising my kids. Because I don't want to stay there. I want to make some money and not pay taxes on it. Appreciate you guys becoming members and stuff. To be honest, I don't have to report that because it's gonna come in January's YouTube payout. So that's a good strategy, you know. Build up your business where you live, then move to some random country that allows you to. It's not gonna be the States. It's gonna be some random country that's like, you know, they fucking hand out citizenship left and right. Can you write off the taxes in someone else's name and just act like it's not you making the money? You can, but then that person has to legally report the income. So it does not work. Move to Dubai. Yeah, Dubai's a little bit trickier, but you can potentially do that. There are methods there are options. Not like the US, there are options. Yeah, in India, 1K USD, that's a lot of money. Payouts make a big deal. You can get a payout and you live in somewhere in South Africa, Asia, makes a big conversion. A really big conversion. Ain't no way I'm gonna be break even on this trade. Did that gold short ever play out? I think it did. Yeah, I mean it did, but it came up way too high. So, what trade you entered today? I didn't really take any legit trades. I had nothing in my journal, so it matters. None. How about if you move to South because I know they have work permits that you have to pay for. You don't want to get a work permit. What you want to do is move to a country that will allow you to run your business. You know, I did full port the gold shorts, but we lost before it hit TP. No, I'm not in any trades. Oh, NQ. Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, we were in that NQ. Our stop was here. I mean, it is what it is. Would there be any point in setting up a limited company with a friend who also trades? I would just keep things separate, bro. Because then you got to figure out how much you're going to pay each other, and it shit gets complicated. You need 40 bucks to pass? You got to get. I would aim for 3 micros, 5 points. You can do it, bro. Can you predict a 5 handle run? How do you feel about family members or your trade friends? At first, it was pretty shitty. Now, everyone just asks me what stocks do I buy. They think I just buy and sell stocks all day. As much as I tell people that are close to me that I day trade futures, it somehow just always goes out the other ear, and all I do in their eyes is buy and sell stocks. Um, it's a good thing. I help them make money too, to be honest. If I'm being completely honest, I've made all my family members money. Decent amount too. So I did go to college, to university, yeah. Yeah, you really can't. This whole prop firm shit made everything complicated. I did exercise science program. You got 3 alpha. If you guys use my code on Alpha Futures, send me a message on Discord. Uni degree or funding certificate, brother. I don't even know where my uni degree is. In fact, I don't think I ever knew where it was. That shit is gone, bro. I don't even know. Ain't no one care that I graduated. There is no memory of it. That shit is all fucking gone. I don't even know where that shit is, bro. Like you think you're gonna get a degree, it's gonna be all fuck that piece of paper, bro. I have no idea where that is. I couldn't prove shit if somebody asked me. I literally I lost it. I lost it. I had it for like a week or two because everyone was like, "Oh, I'm framing that shit." I was like, "Yeah, fuck you guys." I have 17 funded accounts now across a bunch of platforms that concentrate using TradeSync. Nice, bro. That's great. Gaddy, haven't been live in a minute. How's your trading been this year? This was a good year. It was better than last year, so we definitely improved a lot. I hope next year we also improve. Last 6 months were the best. The first 6 months for me were kind of slow. The last 6 months, more so like the last 2 quarters. That's 6 months, isn't it? Yeah, I'm stupid. The last 2 quarters were good for me. So, and the last quarter of the year was the best for me. So we literally progressed every single quarter, which is great. Which is great. But I think the beginning of the year, I had like, I don't know, 1 or 2 payouts. Do people in your city that, yeah, some people do recognize me, bro. When I go to the gym, I've been approached a total of 4 times now at my gym. And they're like, yo, I watch your fucking live streams, bro. I was like, yeah? Fuck this gym then. I ain't trying to get approached. I just want to trade. I just want to trade in peace, man. Hey, can I long and queue to all-time highs, please? Yeah, honestly, it's actually not a bad idea, but you probably gonna get suits before it gets there. NFP week and shit coming up. Yeah, the gym's crazy. 4 times in the same gym, bro. Crazy. You show how to copy trade on TradeAvate and how you split symbols on Project X? Sure. So, first I'll show you Project X. So you're gonna click this, you get the layout. But you see here, it's split. Because when you click here, symbol, you don't want to sync that. If you click sync on the symbol, it'll switch. Well, so keep this one turned off. That's how you split screen. And on top of X, you can go crazy, bro. You can fucking look at everything if you want to do that. So that's that. On TradeAvate, um, let me sign in here. I don't want any attention. I just want to trade and run my business, make some money, help people make money if possible. We're gonna do a payout boot camp. So on Tradeovate, if you want to copy trade, you're gonna click this. Oh shit, I only have one account here, so it won't work. What you're gonna do is you're gonna click this drop down menu. You're gonna click manage accounts. Once you click manage accounts, you can drag them into the copy trader. That's it. It's that simple. I'm in the double digits for payouts this year. If that suffices your answer. I don't like to claim to make any amount of money. I don't like to claim any amount of success. I don't like to promise any amount of money or promise any amount of success, because that's when shit starts becoming too much drama. How'd you manage to get a payout after 6 months? I showed up every day, bro. You know, I genuinely showed up every single day for hours. But to be honest, that first payout didn't mean much because I had a rough couple months after. You show how to commentate on TraderVate. You split, yeah. I show, so you get that. You got that right. I think it wants to move up. I think it's doesn't want to move at all. I'm really 4 months in and I want to go funding for 2026. Anything you suggest? If you can afford it, I recommend my boot camp. I don't really want to promote that, but if you can't afford it, what I would recommend to you is practice on paper first. Make sure you can pass. Like, why does nobody do this? Take a paper account, trade it properly, see if you can pass, and then get a payout. It's that simple. If you can do it on paper properly, you can do it on funded properly. Did anyone go on Discord and make me 40 bucks? Alright, we're gonna make 40 bucks. Hold on. I would literally just short this fair value gap for 3 point for. Wait, wait. Wait. Pretty comfortable. Okay, pretty comfortable. Dollar index looks good. ES and Q looks good. Target the equal lows. How many setups you get per day? I mean, the max amount of trades I'm allowed per day is usually 3. Like, you'll never see me take more than 3 trade ideas. Thank you a lot. Yo, I don't know if it's gonna play out. This shit might lose. Don't say thank you yet. I'm exhausted from today's price action, wanting longs. I don't know how you still got the energy to stream. Honestly, it's nice. I'm just chilling and talking to you guys. I already ate breakfast, so I'm not hungry. Happy New Year's, guys. Yeah. Problem is, I've been working full time and I haven't been able to demo properly. It's really difficult to test paper trading unless they let me go to part time. That is going to be difficult. But if you can't paper trade, how are you going to trade the funded then? I don't understand. If you don't have the time to paper trade the time that you would, how are you going to trade the funded? Last stream of the year feels so weird. It ain't gonna feel weird when we live tomorrow and everyone comes and says, "Hey, this is paper trade. This is just." You ever see the whoops? If you ever see this yellow shit, that's paper. What the hell? Could this go up? It's possible, but dollar index is bullish right now, and we just most recently swept out this high, and there's an SMT here, and we still have these equal lows. I favor the move lower. If this inverses, you could flip the position, target the high. You'd have to aim for $100 though, because you'd be down 60. You also needed the original 40. If it was to lose, if you bought here, you can trade like this. 1R, $100. And if you lose that, you just come back tomorrow. That's it. Like you come back another day. Then you'd be down 140, right? No, wait, if you lost, you'd be down 200. But then at that point, like you try to pass, you lost two trades, you messed up. You just come back another day. I think it should hit TP though. Stop here. Now, if you lose, you only need a 60. You only need $60, $64. How would you? I don't need any money. This is for someone from chat. He's been asking for a while, so you don't need. You're just trying to catch, right? A seven handle run. If I move to part time, most of you have 3 days I can trade. How long do you think I should paper trade before funding? You paper trade until the results are good for you. You know, once you pass on paper, then you're ready. Bitcoin versus physical gold. Which one is hard to trade? I wouldn't trade Bitcoin personally. That's not my recommendation. Are you Palestinian? No, but I'm Arab. Sorry, man. Why are you saying sorry? You didn't take the trade? Oh, Trace. Uh, Probably Bitcoin, I guess. Market gold. It's normal trading hours today. For wasting? No, you didn't waste my time, bro. I'm here. I'm chilling. I'm bored. Um, I play some Call of Duty with my girlfriend's brother. Need any advice on anything? Um, I need any advice on anything? I need any advice on anything, guys? No, I don't think so. What I would do, J Michael 7748. If this wicks back down to break even, no, I mean it's just $60. Never mind. On the second, you watch NBA? Yeah, I do. I love the NBA. Second, I think so. Is good. On the second, you mean on the fifth? On the second Friday? No, I'm not expecting a good day Friday. But I would expect good price action starting on the 5th of Monday, January 5th. Here's what you do. You move the stop, sell one here if it breaks below. You can move your TP like here probably, right? Or something like that. Something like that. It's possible. I mean, to be honest, nah, I wouldn't even do all that because if it's gonna go down, it's gonna take out. Here you go. Now you're only risking $15. If you lose, you have to make $55 in total. So what you can do then is look for. Yep, just back to who's your team. I like Detroit. See what I would do. We need $50 now. Hopefully I didn't calculate the risk incorrectly. Okay, holy shit, I calculated the risk incorrectly. Just say you risk $60 here. Here you go, $50. That was probably a little too fast for you, huh? You probably didn't catch that. I feel like you probably didn't catch that. That's how I would go about if I'm like a couple dollars left. Who's your team? See if you can guess. Obviously Toronto because I'm from Toronto, but like aside from that, like if I had to actually want some team to win, Toronto, but I don't even be watching the Toronto games. Um, Regardless, Michael, what I would do. So if you're down $60, nah, OKC's just bandwagon in my opinion. I used to like OKC when they had Westbrook, but now it's over. No, no, yo, what's your you got? So how much are you down now? Are you down $60? I like Detroit Pistons. I like Kate Cunningham. SGA is very cool. I like him. If you need $60, you could try this, and but then if you lose, oh, you can't come back tomorrow because tomorrow's your rebuild, huh? You have to take a 1 hour trade for $200 then. That's what I would do. Why the negative R? Someone needs $60. Anyways, I can't stay here. But if tomorrow's your rebuild, what I would do is this. And if this fails, you'll be down 200. So then you take a 200 1-to-1. And it'll probably look really what you can do is if price even comes all the way down here, it's probably something like this. A 1-to-1 like that. Whoops. I never took out the equal load. It's not letting me move this. And you just keep going with 1-to-1s until you so you hit the profit target. Um Anyways, I can't stay on because I gotta go play some Call of Duty with my girlfriend's brother. Um Hopefully you pass that account, man. What you don't want to do is just start going crazy with like minis or something. If today's your rebuild, you got to make a little bit of money. Just take very simple trades, 1 hour max. Keep it wide. Don't do whoops. Don't do like shit like this where you're like, oh, please go right away to TP. Like none of that stuff. Uh, You can even move your stop loss here. So you risk $50 now. It's 1 hour trade. That way you only need 100 if you lose this one. You paper trade on a prop firm with the rules. No, not with the prop firm, but you can get your own account paper trade and just give yourself the rules. Thanks a lot. Did you hit TP? Did you do it? Did you pass? First time seeing you live after 11:30. I know, bro. I gotta get a fucking life. It's not even a trading day, and I'm here losing my mind. You didn't pass? Are you gonna pass if this hits TP, or did you not take this trade? You didn't take more trades. You valid, bro. You do what you gotta do. I don't want to like tell you what to do. Um. Anyways, appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. I'll see you guys live tomorrow. We'll do a back testing stream. Friday, guys. Friday I'll trade properly, but it's gonna be on paper because I don't have an account to trade. I could buy an eval for you guys, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to buy any evals in 2026. So to start, so I won't be able to do that. We're gonna be paper trading, or we'll trade our TPT funded. Actually, that's what we'll do. We'll trade TPT funded on Friday. So I'll just make a video. Well, liquidity is more stronger. There's no such thing as stronger liquidity, but I'll tell you right now. Focus on previous day's highs and lows. You've heard it before. You already know the answer. The truth is, you just don't know how to really apply it. But previous day's highs and lows, session highs and lows, and relative equal highs and lows. That's it. That's all you need. Those are the most important ones. And I'll add one more to that. Any very obvious prominent high and low, it's probably going to be relevant. For example, like forget the timings. Wouldn't you say that this low is a very obvious one right here? Like it's the lowest one. It's right there. It's very prominent. Like it's just sticking out. You know what? You get what I mean? It sounds silly, but those are the ones that tend to be the ones that are very obvious. What about these highs right here? Like, why is this your buy side pool? There's a bunch of equal highs, and that's the high before the move down, right? It would make sense that this is a key buy side liquidity pool, right? That's just how it is, you know? If we're bullish, wouldn't you say that this high right here is probably going to be the target? Prominent high. That also happens to be your pre-market high. So it's always going to like align one way or another, you know? It'll end up aligning. But if you want to be specific, like for example, this high right here, this one right here, that's your AM session high. That's a key liquidity pool if you're bullish, right? That's your AM session high. This right here, that's your AM session low. If you're bearish, that's a great target. Then you can do stuff like this too. If you want to get fancy, look at premium right here. This high, that's a premium high. Premium stops. That's what I call it. So that's your first premium array. Also, it has this fair value gap attached to it. So it doesn't matter that it was used. We never even filled out the top part of it. So it's a great objective if you're bullish. Again, I'm not saying take a trade or anything. I'm just saying. Anyways, appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow and Friday. Stay safe. Happy New Year's 2026. We are locked into the max. Stay safe. Till next time.